Let's talk about that feeling, that jolt of pure electric fear that shoots through your heart when you see the market turn red. It's a cold, sharp, visceral thing, isn't it? It's the same feeling in reverse as that giddy, weightless euphoria you feel when a long-shot investment pays off, that rush of being a genius, of feeling invincible. We call this managing our money, but in reality, we are being managed. We are puppets, and the strings are being pulled by two of the oldest, most powerful forces in human history, fear and greed. We like to believe we are rational beings. We make spreadsheets, we read reports, we analyze charts. We tell ourselves we are making logical decisions based on data. But who are we kidding? Our entire financial lives are a hidden, emotional war zone. We are not investors. We are walking bundles of raw, unexamined psychology. We are driven by the ancient animal instincts of the herd, the panic to flee when others run, the rabid desire to chase what others are chasing. This is the great, unspoken secret of the financial world. It's not about math. It is, and always has been, about psychology. It's about the stories we tell ourselves. It's about the traumas we carry from our childhood, the deep-seated fear of scarcity, the desperate, aching need for approval. Our bank accounts are just a scoreboard, a digital reflection of the unseen battles raging within our own minds. And for most of us, we are losing this battle badly. But what if there was an armor for this battle? An ancient, time-tested operating system for the human mind that could protect us from these twin tyrants? What if we could learn to observe our own fear, to understand our own greed, and to act not from impulse, but from a place of unshakable internal calm? This is the promise of Stoicism. It is the original 2,000-year-old manual for mastering the psychology of money. And this is the journey we are on today. We are going to dissect these two great emotional plagues, fear and greed, through the lens of the great Stoic masters. We will learn how Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca gave us the practical tools to build an inner citadel, a fortress of reason and tranquility that can withstand any market, any economy, and any personal financial storm. This is not just about growing your wealth. It is about saving your soul from the very anxiety that the pursuit of wealth creates. This mission, this quest to blend ancient wisdom with modern problems, is the heart and soul of this channel. We are not just making videos. We are trying to build a sanctuary, a community for people who are tired of the noise, tired of the anxiety, and are searching for a deeper, more meaningful way to live. To continue this work, to keep this space alive and growing, we need your help. If this resonates with you, please take a second to subscribe and click the like button. It is a simple act, but it is a powerful one. It tells the world, and it tells us that you are part of this movement. You are casting a vote for wisdom over impulse, for peace over panic. Every new subscriber is a fellow traveler who has joined us on this path. You are not just a viewer. You are a student, a colleague, a part of our modern legion of philosophers. We are genuinely grateful you are here. Let's begin by looking at greed. We often think of greed as a cartoon villain, a dragon hoarding gold, but in our lives it is far more subtle. It is the fear of missing out, or FOMO. It's that twitch in your gut when you hear about a friend who made a fortune on a stock you didn't buy. It's the compulsive need to check your portfolio, hoping for that rush of more. It's the engine of consumerism, the whisper that just one more thing will make you happy. This is not a moral failing, it is a psychological trap. It is our brain's ancient wiring, designed for a world of scarcity, now running rampant in a world of digital abundance. Greed in the modern world is a state of perpetual not enough. It is a hunger that cannot be sated. As Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." By this definition, our wealthy consumerist society is a civilization of the desperately poor. The Stoics saw this clearly. They called this an irrational judgment. We are making a fundamental error. We are judging that an external, money, status, a new car, is good. And because we judge it as good, we feel we must have it to be happy. We have staked our peace of mind on something outside of our control. This is, in the Stoic view, the definition of slavery. You have become a slave to your own desire. Epictetus, the slave-turned-philosopher, would give us the cure, the dichotomy of control. We must, with surgical precision, separate what is up to us from what is not up to us. The performance of a stock, not up to us. The hot crypto trend, not up to us. The fact that your neighbor just bought a Tesla, not up to us. To attach your happiness to these things is to guarantee your own misery. What is up to us? Our judgments, our desires, our assent to an impression. When the impression of greed arises, the thought, "I need that," the Stoic in training pauses. They do not act. They examine the thought. Is this external good? No, it is an indifferent. It has no power to make me a better, more virtuous person. It is just a thing. I choose not to assent to this desire. This pause, this moment of examination, is your freedom. This is where you take your power back from the animal impulse. Greed in this light is just a form of bad data. It is a pop-up ad in your brain telling you a lie. The Stoic practice is the ad blocker for your soul. It is the daily training to see these impressions for what they are, just noise, not commands. This is the antidote to the fear of missing out. The Stoic does not fear missing out on a stock because their good is not in the stock. Their good is in their rational choice. They made a plan. They are sticking to it. Their victory is not in the return. Their victory is in the discipline. This is an inner game they can win every single day, regardless of what the market does. This is also the cure for the madness of consumerism. Why do we buy things we don't need? We are trying to buy a feeling of status, of belonging, of relief from boredom. The Stoic understands this, and they realize that the feeling is a trap. The real joy, the real good, is the feeling of self-mastery, the feeling of freedom that comes from not needing the thing. The Stoic, in this sense, is the richest person in the world. Their wealth is not measured by what they have. It is measured by what they do not need. They have enough because they have chosen enough. They have defined their own finish line based on their true needs, and they have refused to be dragged into the infinite, unwinnable race of more. This is a wealth that no one can ever take from them. This is the contentment that Marcus Aurelius was writing about in his Meditations. It is not a passive, lazy state. It is an active, courageous, daily fight. It is the fight to protect your mind from the infection of greed. It is the daily choice to find your joy in your own character, your own actions, your own virtue, rather than in the cheap and empty echoes of external things. So, the first pillar of Stoic financial psychology is this: you overcome greed by changing your values. You must, through daily practice, retrain your brain. You must devalue the externals and revalue your internals. You must fall in love with your own discipline, your own wisdom, your own self-control. This is your only true good. This is the ultimate life hack for the psychology of money. You stop playing the game. You stop trying to get more, and you start wanting less. This is the only move that guarantees a victory. You are no longer a participant in the madness. You are an observer, calm, detached, and truly, profoundly free. Now let us turn to the other great tyrant, the one that grips us with an even colder hand: fear. Financial fear is a sickness of the modern soul. It is the 3 a.m. anxiety, the dread of the ringing phone, the obsessive, panicked checking of your portfolio during a downturn. It is the voice that whispers, "You will be ruined, you will be homeless, you are a failure." This fear is a liar, and it is a powerful one. It is the ancient, primal instinct of survival, now miscalibrated for the digital age. It is the lizard brain screaming that the shadow on the screen is a lion that will eat you. This fear does not protect you, it destroys you. It is the direct cause of the single worst financial decision you can make, panic selling at the bottom. We have all felt it. The market is crashing. The experts on TV are screaming, "Sell!" The crowd is running for the exits. Every cell in your body is screaming, "Flee, get out, save yourself." And so you sell. You lock in your losses. You turn a temporary, on-paper dip into a permanent, real-world catastrophe. You have become a victim of your own psychology. The Stoics had a precise name and a precise cure for this. The cure is premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. This is a concept from Seneca, and it is the most powerful psychological tool ever devised to combat fear. The core idea is this: the fear of a thing is almost always worse than the thing itself, and it is the shock, the surprise of a bad event that shatters our reason. So, the Stoic in training does not avoid thinking about the worst-case scenario. They intentionally and vividly rehearse it. You must sit down in a time of calm, and you must live the disaster in your mind. What if the market crashes 50%? What if I lose my job? What if my net worth is cut in half? You don't just think it. You feel it. You visualize the bank account. You feel the knot in your stomach, and then you plan. Okay, that has happened. I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. My character is intact. What is my rational plan? I will cut my expenses here. I will rely on my emergency fund. I will not sell. I will wait. I will endure. What does this magical, morbid rehearsal accomplish? First, it desensitizes you. It's an exposure therapy for your financial fears. You have faced the lion in your mind, and you have survived. When the real event happens, it has lost its power to shock you. The shock is what causes panic. The prepared mind cannot be panicked. As Seneca wrote, "What is quite unlooked for is more crushing in its effect. The wise man anticipates the coming of troubles. You are robbing the surprise of its power." When the market crashes, the unstoic mind says, "Oh my God, this is a disaster." The stoic mind says, "Ah, this is the scenario I have practiced. It is here. It is time to execute my plan." Second, this practice moves you from a victim to an architect. You are transforming your vague, paralyzing anxiety into a concrete, solvable problem. Fear is a fog. A plan is a path. You are no longer afraid of the dark. You have studied the darkness, and you have brought a flashlight. This is the psychological underpinning of the emergency fund. An emergency fund is not just good financial advice. It is practical Stoicism. It is the physical, real-world manifestation of premeditatio malorum. It is a fortress you build brick by brick against the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. The person with a 6-month emergency fund is not just financially secure, they are psychologically free. They have bought their own peace of mind. They can look at a job loss, a medical bill, or a market crash, not as a catastrophe, but as an inconvenience they have already planned for. This is a state of tranquility that is priceless. This is how you overcome fear. You do not ignore it. You do not suppress it. You confront it. You dissect it. You rehearse it. You plan for it. You make the monster familiar. You turn your fear from a tyrant into a consultant. It tells you what you need to prepare for, and then you, the rational mind, do the preparing. Now, let's put these two together. We have greed, which is a lie about the future. More will make me happy. And we have fear, which is a lie about the future. The loss will destroy me. Both are a form of time travel sickness, a psychological inability to live in the present rational moment. The Stoic, then, is the ultimate present tense warrior. They bring their entire focus back to the only thing that is real, this very moment, and the choice they are making within it. This is the discipline of ascent from Epictetus. You are the gatekeeper of your own mind. An impression of greed appears. Buy that crypto, you'll be a millionaire. The gatekeeper, your rational mind, steps forward. Pause. Is this up to me? No. Is it good? No. It is an indifferent. This is a lie. I do not assent. I will stick to my plan. The gate is closed. An impression of fear appears. The market is crashing. Sell everything. The gatekeeper steps forward. Pause. Is this event bad? No, it is an indifferent. It is an external. It cannot harm me. It can only harm my property. My good is in my rational response. I have a plan for this. I do not assent to this panic. I will stick to my plan. This is the work. This is the entire, beautiful, difficult, liberating work. It is the daily, hourly practice of being the gatekeeper of your own mind. It is the training that transforms you from a puppet of fear and greed into the master of your own soul. This is what mastering the psychology of money truly means. It is not about market psychology. It is about your psychology. It is about understanding that you are the single greatest variable in your financial success. You are the risk, and you are also the solution. This is why the online gambling and sports betting epidemic is so tragic. From a Stoic perspective, it is a school for slavery. It is a system designed to destroy your governing principle. It trains you to be 100% impulsive, 100% emotional, and 100% chained to externals, pure chance. The gambler is the perfect anti-Stoic. They are a slave in the purest sense. They have willingly handed their governing principle over to a random number generator. They are a puppet to the twin forces of greed, the next big win, and fear chasing the loss. It is a psychological prison, and it is a perfect illustration of what the Stoics were trying to save us from. The Stoic path is the only antidote. It is the slow, disciplined, daily cultivation of the rational mind. It is the boring path, the path of the automatic investment, the path of the emergency fund, the path of the index fund. It is boring because it has removed the emotional drama. It has removed the slavery. It is the beautiful, liberating boredom of freedom. This is a journey. It is a process of unlearning a lifetime of bad psychological habits, habits that our society has actively taught us. We were taught to be good consumers, slaves to greed, and anxious producers, slaves to fear. We are now retraining ourselves to be free humans. This is not about perfection. You will fail, you will feel greed, you will feel fear. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man on earth, felt them. He had to write his meditations every single day, just to remind himself of these principles. He was not perfect, he was a practitioner. This is what we must become, philosophers in practice. When you fail, when you make an impulse buy, when you panic sell, that is not a failure, that is data. That is amor fati, the love of your fate. You look at the mistake and you say, a lesson. My gatekeeper was asleep. Why? What can I learn? How can I be stronger tomorrow? You are not bad with money. You are a student of your own psychology, a student who has just been given a new, powerful lesson. You turn the poison of the mistake into the medicine of wisdom. This is how you become anti-fragile. You gain from your errors. You cannot lose. This is a profound, life-altering shift. Your financial life is no longer a source of stress. It is your dojo. It is your gym. It is the arena where you go every day to practice being a better, stronger, wiser, and freer human being. This redefines wealth. Wealth is not the number in your account. Wealth is the strength of your governing principle. Wealth is the calm in your heart during a storm. Wealth is the freedom in your soul, the liberation from the chains of fear and greed. This is a wealth that is 100% in your control. You can start building it right now with your very next thought. It is a wealth that no recession can touch. It is a wealth that no thief can steal. It is the only treasure that is truly, permanently yours. This is the psychology of money that truly matters, not the psychology of the market, the psychology of your mind. Master that and the market becomes a simple, boring, external tool that you can use or not use with perfect, rational, beautiful detachment. This journey is so personal. The fear and greed we feel are not abstract. They are tied to our unique, individual stories. Our fear might be the voice of a parent who worried constantly about money. Our greed might be a deep-seated need to prove ourselves to a world that we feel rejected us. This is a battle we are all fighting in our own way. And to win, we must first have the courage to name the enemy, to look it in the face. So, in the spirit of this community, in the spirit of Stoic courage, I want to ask you to share a piece of your battle. Which of the two tyrants do you feel has a stronger grip on you? Is it greed, that restless, anxious FOMO, that feeling of not enough, that pull of consumerism? Or is it fear, that cold 3 a.m. anxiety, the dread of scarcity, the panic that makes you want to run? Be brave. Share your primary enemy in the comments below. You are not confessing, you are declaring your target. By sharing, you will do two magical things. You will rob that shadow of its power by bringing it into the light, and you will see that you are not alone. You will see a legion of fellow warriors, all fighting the same good fight. This is how we build our community. This is how we support each other. This is the beehive that Marcus Aurelius spoke of. We are not meant to fight alone. We are meant to work together. By sharing our struggles, we are strengthening the hive. Your courage, your vulnerability is a shield for someone else. Now let's talk about the synthesis, the Stoic investor who has internalized these lessons. What do they look like? They are a person of systems. They know that their own psychology is flawed. They know their animal brain is powerful, so they do not fight it with willpower every day. They outsmart it with systems. Their premeditatio malorum, the plan for fear, becomes their emergency fund and their asset allocation. They are prepared so they do not panic. Their defense against greed becomes their automatic investment plan. They invest the same amount every month into a boring index fund, no matter what. This system is pure, applied Stoicism. It is humble, admitting you can't time the market. It is disciplined, it runs automatically. It is rational, it is not based on emotion. It is the gatekeeper made into code. It is the rational mind winning the argument before the emotional mind even wakes up. This person is free. They have used their reason to build a machine that protects them from their own worst instincts. They have turned their psychology from their greatest liability into their greatest strength. They are not fighting fear and greed every day. They are observing them from within the safety of their pre-built rational fortress. This is the goal, not to stop feeling fear and greed. That is impossible. You are human. The goal is to stop being ruled by them, to stop acting from them, to build a life, a set of systems, and a fortress of mind that makes them irrelevant to your actions. This is a richness of peace that is unimaginable to the slave mind. The mind of the gambler, the day trader, the anxious consumer. They are on a roller coaster of emotion. The Stoic is on a promenade, walking calmly, observing the weather, but not being the weather. This is the good life, eudaimonia, the Stoics were aiming for, a life of flow, a life of inner calm, a life where your actions are in perfect harmony with your values, and your financial life is just one beautiful expression of that inner harmony. It is a profound psychological wealth, a wealth of coherence, a wealth of integrity, a wealth of peace. This is the return on investment of a Stoic practice, and its compound interest is paid out in your soul every single day. This is so different from the psychology of money that is usually discussed. The gurus talk about behavioral hacks, to trick yourself into saving. Stoicism is not a hack. It is a root and branch transformation. It is not about tricking your mind. It is about training your mind. It is the difference between putting a band-aid on a symptom, your impulse spending, and curing the disease, your false judgment that externals are good. Stoicism is the cure. It is the deep philosophical medicine that our anxious modern financial souls are crying out for. This is why this ancient wisdom is more relevant today than it was in ancient Rome. The Romans had to deal with fear and greed in the Forum. We have to deal with it on a 24/7, high-frequency digital superstimulus from the phone in our pocket. Our battle is harder. Our need for this armor is greater. This is not easy. It is the hardest work you will ever do. It is the great work of a human life, to master yourself. But what else is there? What is the alternative? To live and die as a slave, to be a puppet, tossed around by the market, by the advertisers, by your own unexamined animal brain. Epictetus would say, choose. You have a choice. You are not your impulses. You are the governing principle that observes the impulses, and you can choose to train it. You can choose to be free. The price of this freedom is daily practice. This is what it all comes down to. The practice, the daily meditation, the daily review, the daily pause before you act, the daily choice to be the gatekeeper. This is the path to overcoming fear and greed. It is not a destination. The path is the goal. The victory is not $1 million. The victory is the moment you choose your reason over your fear. You can have that victory right now. You can be rich in that moment. This is the power. This is the freedom. This is a call to a different kind of investment, an investment in your own mind. This is the only asset that will never go to zero. This is the only asset that will always pay you a dividend of peace. This is the alpha and omega of your financial life. So let us leave this conversation with a new understanding. The psychology of money is not something out there to be gamed. It is something in here to be mastered. It is the inner frontier, and Stoicism is the map. This is a hopeful, empowering message. You are not broken. You are not a victim of your psychology. You are a warrior who is just now discovering your weapons. You are a gatekeeper who is just now discovering your power. You are a sovereign who is just now discovering your throne. This is the journey from puppet to master, from slave to sovereign, from anxiety to tranquility. All by mastering the two great illusions that have haunted humanity since the beginning, the lie of greed and the lie of fear. This is not just financial advice. This is life advice. The person who masters their response to fear and greed in the market has mastered their response to fear and greed everywhere, in their career, in their relationships, in their health. You are not just fixing your portfolio. You are healing your mind. You are forging your character. You are becoming the person you were always meant to be, a rational, courageous, disciplined and free human being. This is the true bull market to be chasing, the upward trend of your own character, the compounding interest of your own wisdom. This is the game that is truly worth playing. This is the ancient wisdom that we are here to uncover together. It is not old or dusty. It is alive. It is powerful. And it is the key to our modern prison. I want you to feel the power of this, the relief, the anxiety you feel. It is not a life sentence. It is a symptom. And you now have the cure. The medicine is philosophy. The dose is daily practice. This is the true psychology of money. It is the psychology of freedom. It is the psychology of peace. It is the psychology of self-mastery. This is a fundamental reorientation of your life, away from the external, chaotic, uncontrollable world of things, and toward the internal, calm, controllable world of your mind. This is the kingdom that you can rule. This is the citadel that you can build. This is the wealth that you can guarantee. The world will not stop screaming at you. The fear and greed machines will not be turned off. The market will always be chaotic. That is the external. That is the weather. But you can be the captain of the ship. You can be the master of your governing principle. You can choose to be the calm, rational, unshakable sage in the middle of the storm. This is the choice that Epictetus gave us. This is the practice that Marcus Aurelius showed us. This is the preparation that Seneca taught us. This is our inheritance. This is our armor in the modern psychological war for our own mind. And our financial life is the primary battlefield. So let us go into that battle, not as victims, not as slaves, but as warriors, armed with reason, shielded by preparation, and aimed at the only victory that matters, a life of virtue and a soul at peace. This is not just possible, it is your birthright, this rational mind, this governing principle, this spark of the divine. It is in you. You just have to awaken it. You just have to train it. This is the real secret to wealth, not a hot stock tip, not a market timing algorithm. The secret is you, your mind, your discipline, your character. Invest in that. Make that your primary asset, and you will be richer than any king, richer than any emperor. You will be free. This is the Stoic view. This is the ancient wisdom. And this is the modern path to overcoming the psychology of fear and greed. This is a revolution, a quiet, internal, profound revolution, a revolution of values, a revolution of what matters. This is the revolution we are fostering here in this community, a revolt against the tyranny of our own impulses, a declaration of independence for the human soul. We are so honored that you are here, that you are part of this, that you are listening to this deeper call. This is the work of our lives. It is the most important work, to free ourselves, to master ourselves, and then to help others do the same. This is the legacy we can build, not of money, but of wisdom, not of possessions, but of peace. This is the psychology of money that is worth mastering. The psychology of your own beautiful, powerful, and controllable mind. This is the journey, and it is a joy to be on it with you. We are all students here. We are all practitioners. We are all in the arena together. Thank you for your time, for your attention, for your willingness to look at these deep, hard, beautiful truths. This is the beginning of your freedom, the beginning of your peace, the beginning of your true wealth. Take these tools, use them, practice. Every day, be the gatekeeper, be the warrior, be the sage. Your life will never be the same. Thank you for investing your most precious asset, your time, with us today. If this mission to find tranquility and master our own minds is your mission too, please subscribe and click the like button. It helps us reach more people. We are here every single day with new videos, new lessons, and new armor for the beautiful battle of living a good, free life.